All right, thank you so much, Joey. And let's get started on this Monday. Topping your news, the chikungunya virus. Reports from the Dominican Republic say the mosquito-borne virus has claimed the life of a newborn baby boy. That 1.5-month-old was taken to a Santiago hospital at the beginning of the month with chikungunya symptoms, a high fever, and signs of an allergy. Well, according to local media, that baby died back on Friday. The hospital has yet to confirm the exact cause of death. And as we reported last week, the first case of the mosquito-borne virus has been reported in Florida, and it may be spreading even further to the north. Jeff Skripczyk met with one man who believes he contracted the disease while volunteering in Haiti.
This is where we are.
Volunteering in Haiti, attempting to do some good, this Royal Palm Beach man instead returned to his home in South Florida, needing to be hospitalized.
Felt terrible. Because you have the fever, you have this pain in your foot, and nobody can tell you what it is.
This man doesn't want to show his face, but says after several rounds of testing, it turns out his painful conditions were caused by a growing mosquito-borne virus called chikungunya.
I was, I guess, being a little bit hard-headed and just, a little mosquito bite. What can I do with that?
This man is just one of 81 confirmed cases in Florida. That's why it's important to wear mosquito repellent to prevent getting bitten. And it's a good idea to clear your yard of any standing water to prevent mosquito breeding. Our victim says his run-in with chikungunya won't stop him from returning to Haiti to volunteer, but it does reinforce the need to protect yourself from the world's most deadly creature.
Just a little sting, and then you end up in the hospital.
The world's most deadly creature, that tiny little insect, has the potential, to carry some life-threatening diseases. Well, on a lighter note, it looks like Usain Bolt will be heading back to the beach. The world's fastest man confirmed that he will race in Rio next month. Bolt will head to Rio to run in that Copacabana beach race on August 14th. This is some video of him in the 150-meter race last year. He won it with a final time of 14.42 seconds. Bolt's schedule also includes 100-meter races in Poland on August 23rd and at the Zurich Diamond League on August 28th. The Olympic champion confirmed on Sunday that he would race on Brazil's famous beach on that specially made track. Again, that's coming up next month, August 14th. Well, an update to a story that we brought you last week here on One Caribbean News. Russian President Vladimir Putin denies reports that he plans to reopen the Soviet-era spy station in Cuba. It once was the Soviets' largest foreign listening post of its kind, able to extensively monitor communications inside the United States. Patrick Ottman reports.
All around me are the ruins of what was once the largest Soviet spy station in the world. It soon could be back in action. Vladimir Putin was just in Cuba days ago, and according to a Russian newspaper report, reached a secret deal with Raul Castro to reopen this place. Cubans called it the Lourdes spy base, and for decades, hundreds of Soviet technicians and spies worked here monitoring telecommunications just 90 miles away in the United States. We're only about an hour away from Havana, and there's almost nothing to see here. Abandoned buildings, ruins that have been overgrown by the jungle. It's really the Cuban countryside. The only populated area is back there in the distance. A few of those buildings have stayed on as a Cuban university for computer sciences. Neither Russian nor Cuban officials would comment on the report that this facility will soon be opened yet again to spy on the United States. But over the last year, we've seen plenty of signs that there's increased intelligence cooperation between the Russian and Cuban governments. Russian officials say they would like to reopen Navy bases in Cuba. And Cuban officials, at least on 2 occasions, have allowed Russian spy ships to dock in Havana, possibly sending a signal to Washington. During his visit to Cuba, Vladimir Putin said that it was time for Russia to make up for, quote, missed opportunities here. And reopening this relic of the Cold War could be one of those opportunities. Patrick Ottman, CNN